Adrian, so what were your key takeaways there?
Well, really fun for us to think a little bit more about, ideas like meditation, mindfulness, which, sometimes we get, this is anxiety at work we deal with, but this is so important. And, first off, starting with the idea of meditation, and I hear from people, like you and me, we're pretty A-driven type personalities. We probably have a hard time just relaxing and meditating. And he says, look, it's okay. There's different ways you do this. It may just be, a deep breath and thinking about what's going on. And don't be afraid of those scary thoughts. You're not going to solve it all in one session, but be grateful for them. And just let them process. Think, oh, that's interesting versus, oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I find that's always a lot easier to say than to do, because when you're in the midst of all that, it really is trying. The meditation tip that he gave right from the get-go that I thought was great is I can't meditate. He goes, well, what have you tried? Yeah. There's a million different meditation practices, from staring at a blank wall to downloading an app to I was reading this one book, said, look, you can do a meditation in 30 seconds. So it really does run the gamut. Find what works for you, because your brain's busy. And you need to give your brain a break, I of course, we both lit up when he said, I think the cure to anxiety is gratitude. That's right in our bailiwick. If you've bought our book, Anxiety at Work, buy it a companion volume, which is Leading with Gratitude. This idea of really looking around and saying, what can I be grateful for? His mantra, that things will always get better. And if they don't, enjoy the now. Yeah. Really a wonderful short take on, hey, be grateful for the now.
Well, and let's move into as well. We wrote a book on motivation. We've written all our careers on, and we, you have a flock of young people that you're trying to, help out every Sunday. I work with a lot of young people as well. And what do we always tell them is, look, do something that you're passionate about. It's a long working life, 40 years or so. It's a long time to be doing something because you can make a buck at it. But how many people get stuck in, engineering because I'm good at math, but I hate it. Or, sales because I'm good at sales, but I really don't like this. I want to be creative. When challenges come up, when we're pursuing our passions, boy, we're a lot more able. We may not make as much money, but you're going to be a lot happier in life. It's pretty profound.
Yeah. I so enjoyed when he used the childlike joy. You see little kids playing with bugs, and some of them think it's fascinating, and some of them think it's terrifying. Yeah. We've all got a different take. Getting back to that childhood joy, when you get up, are you excited to go to work? Are you excited to do what you do? How can you make what you do more exciting? How can you make what you do more fulfilling? Or do you find that fulfillment after work in your family or in your charities or in your church, whatever it might be? It's not often you meet somebody that says, yeah, listen, I met somebody and I decided this is for me, I'm going to go for it. I so admire that, because often I'll have those kind of feelings or thoughts and go, yeah, but there's a lot of unwinding to do there if I really want to do that. And, Adrian wouldn't appreciate it.
No, nor would your wife, if you decided to stay in Lima and...
or the bank that holds my mortgage, And so the fact that he could really make that commitment, unwind his life and move to Lima and figure it out and fall madly in love. You got to admire that.
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful. It's a great story. And I'm excited to check it out in his book. And okay, the last thought for me was on leaders. And he said, look, be still. The meaningful leader. We hear over and over again nowadays, right? It's it's the death of the powerful, know everything leader. Right now, leaders are people who are vulnerable, who provide purpose, who rally us together. And this idea, aren't we drawn more to people who are inspiring in that way versus those who, demand excellence? And yet, often we're working with those kinds of leaders, aren't we, Chess, as we executive coach? Those, look, I got to get to that 3.7 customer satisfaction rate, and I'm going to bludgeon you if we don't make it there.
Yeah, whippings will continue until morale improves. Yeah. The old, my biggest takeaway was focus inward. Make sure that you're true to your heart's desires, and that the universe will give you what you want even before you find out what it is that you need. Wonderful to have that conversation with a great philosopher. And again,
actually, it was the other way around. The universe will give you what you need before it gives you what you want.
Let's go back to the videotape on that one. I thought I took some good notes on that. It's one way or the other. Either way, it's profound. I'm going to go with that. Yeah. Again, our guest was Sean Randall, the author of Words Like Wine, A Piece of My Mind, and his new book, Letters from Lima, a metaphysical poetry and novels that take you on a wonderful journey. Check it out at bookstores and, of course, at his website, which is sean-randall.com. Well, Adrian, another great podcast, and we've got a lot of people to thank, so why don't you kick us off?
Well, absolutely. We want to thank Sean for being on the show. A big thanks to our producer, Brent Klein, to Christy Lawrence, who helps us find amazing guests, and to all of you who listened in. If you like the podcast, please share it, download it, make a collage of it, whatever you would like to do, but we'd love you also to visit thecultureworks.com. We've got free resources there, including the first chapter of the book Anxiety at Work. And Chess, was that a book a bestseller?
I think it was. Yes, it was. Yeah. And one of many, I think, that you and I have collaborated on. Hey, and we love speaking to audiences around the world. If you're looking for a presentation, whether it's virtual or in person, about topics like culture, teamwork, resilience, and, of course, anxiety at work, give us a call. We'd love to meet you in person or virtually at your next event. And I think that's a wrap, Adrian. Bring us home. What words of wisdom will you wrap up this experience with?
Well, thanks, everybody, for joining us. Until next time, we wish you the best of mental health.